talk about things and we cannot be quiet. So, what does the topic say? We will talk about the topic anyway. I mean, we know we're being controlled, and I think it's on all platforms. Again, that's why I'm saying go ahead and sign up to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Sign up. Sign up on the on my Facebook. If you go to my Facebook, I have pinned the link for signing up for the newsletter, and you can help me grow. Because I'm not going to be able to grow on a platform when I am not allowed to speak freely about how I see things. And they're monitoring what we're doing. I'm probably not going to stay long on here anyway. I'm probably not going to stay long because I can see now that they are just controlling everything that we're doing. They're just literally controlling it. There's and it's a joke. It's a joke, really. It really is a joke that what is going on. But we will continue as best as we can, despite all of their attempts to frustrate. We will continue. We are not going to give up. We will try and talk about what is going on. This is what is happening is really unacceptable, because all we are saying, we're not, I'm not here spreading rumors. We're talking about what is going on, and we have a right, as human beings, we have a right to express ourselves. Gone are the days when silence us by conditioning us to actually accept what you say to us, and without us having to think for ourselves and all of that. We don't accept any of these things. It is so wrong. It is so terrible. I mean, TikTok is just, it is terrible. Good afternoon and welcome those of you on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining. You're listening to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Of course, the topic we're going to talk about today is the Iran versus USA war. It is a war that's going on, and the incredulity of it. I am not going to shy away from saying what needs to be said. In my opinion, I believe that the US have zero credibility. Yes, and it's a fact. The US lacks credibility, and morality. I mean, the entire, they have zero credibility, and they lack morality. They cannot. The US has lost the moral, any moral authority it has. Also any credibility that they pretended to have. It's a joke. Listen to what this guy said. Just listen to what he said here.
Others who never came home. Brothers butchered by Iranian-backed roadside
You see,
bombs.
listen. Are you listening? I hope you're listening.
Armed militias, thousands of our own. We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it.
So let's get this correct. So let's get this right. So the US didn't start the war. So how did the war start? And by the way, the question I have and this is why we should be asking questions. How come that there are over 130,000 children that were unalived in the, like a few days ago, and still date, the US and Israel are refusing to admit that they were responsible for that massacre. I mean, what kind of world are they creating? The kind of immoral world that the Western structure has created is simply unsustainable, and we need mature and old heads. Here we go again. Gifting suspended. Yeah, I know you suspend this tweet. Yes, I know. Again, guys, this is why I keep saying, please go ahead and subscribe to us give us a follow. Sign up to our newsletter. So yeah. So I have not broken any rules, but here I am being suspended. I've not broken any rules, but here I am being limited. And these are the ploy of those who don't want us to speak. We will not be silent. Please tap on the screen and share. Those of you on YouTube, help us grow the platform. You're listening to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I mean, there is a definite attempt, and I can see that now, that there is a definite attempt to keep our numbers down, prevent us from speaking our truth to power, to actually empower each other. So I'm going to quickly do something here whilst I'm talking about this, because I want you to help me grow my platform yet still, but this time to do it off their platform. We need our own media, and I keep saying it, and every time this happens, it just confirms exactly why we need our own media. I've said it, and I stand by that. The reason I'm saying that's because, sorry, I'm just gonna put that here so I can do some work on it. The reason I say that is because we are being silenced. Our voices, we're not allowed to share or exchange ideas and opinion, and that is since the U.S. bought over the American or the American arm of TikTok. So they are able to, and US and whoever else. You had them say TikTok is the best place to control. They want to control your thoughts. You have no right to control what people think about a situation if they are uncomfortable about it. In fact, it is a prerogative of theirs that they speak up and say, no, this is not right. We don't accept this. We cannot. This is what they did in the days of enslavement of Africans illegally, like as I'm stating. They even gave themselves the right. They even said the Pope, slavery was endorsed. Did you know that slavery was endorsed? Still is endorsed by the Pope. Yes. Now they're making a rollback. Did you know that? Are you aware of that? Okay, they're still not going to grant me. They're not. I can't win any appeal. Did you know that the Pope sanctioned enslavement of indigenous people? Yes, the Pope in Christianity sanctioned them to give them the right to go ahead. And I quite how you give your people that you are from the country the right to go to another place and take it over and enslave the people. Quite how you can sit down and actually look at the people in the eye and say that, oh, you are moral and you have any moral authority. When you grant people, you tell them, I am giving you the right to go and enslave somebody in another country, in another place, in another kingdom. And nobody, that right gives you the right to enslave them. Quite how you can now stand and talk to those people and think that you have the moral superiority is beyond me. It is truly, truly beyond me. I'm trying to get this thing up for you because I would love you to go to and sign up. Please sign up on my YouTube, Facebook page. There is a link I'm going to show right now. And we need that. We really do need that. We need that, Let's have a look. I'm just trying to get this thing. What is it I'm seeing here? I'll come back to that. Okay, well, I will talk about that later on. That's this. Okay, anyway, I just said something that made me laugh, and I'll probably come back to it if I'm able to. But please, can you do me a favor? Those of you on YouTube, tap on the screen and share. You've had Pig Hestef. He said, how many of you, those of you watching, please answer this question. Who started the war? Was it Iran or was it US? Can we do a straw poll? Who started the war? Was it Iran or was it US? We'd like to know. I'm curious to know, it is just, I just want to know what your thoughts are on this. Because from what they're looking us in the eye and telling barefaced porcupines that they didn't start the war. I mean, can you trust anything that these people say? Can we seriously trust anything that these people say from here on? Can they be trusted on anything, any pronouncements they make? Can you trust them? I'm just asking because, yeah, so here I am going to just put this here. So please do me a favor. Go to if you're on YouTube, Facebook, I'm going to put the link up. I'm putting the link, not the link, sorry. I'm putting the page up. Go to my Facebook page, and please just go and oh gosh, sorry, 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it this way. Let me just, I'll make it big, and now you see it. I just want you to see what I mean. So here, this is what I want you to see. There, that's it. Okay. So now, here you will see this message. I'm going to draw. Oh, goodness me. Sorry. Begging your pardon. I'm just trying to. Okay, good. Okay, it's not letting me do it. Okay. Okay. We'll come back to it. Don't worry. It's playing up, but we will get there anyway. Goodness me. Okay. Anyway, you can see that picture in the middle. Those of you on TikTok. You see this line here, that line over there, that there. Please go ahead and go to the Facebook page and click on that link so that you can subscribe. Click on that link, so the link here, the blue link there, so that you can subscribe. I'll see if I can do it smaller here. There you go. Yeah. So please, like I said, take a screenshot of this. Yeah. And you can go onto my Facebook page and click on that link to sign up. I'd like you to sign up. Those of you on TikTok, you can see it on there. Let me make sure that it's not been. Yeah, that is. You got everything. You got it all. So, yeah. So, why am I saying this? We need our own platform because our voices are not being allowed to be. They're not allowing us to speak. My numbers. There are 42 people who are watching me now, but only 5 are actually being allowed to come and be able to interact with me. So, and also they stopped they prevented me the platform being given any gifts, and that is why we're saying what we're saying. The US want to control. They've always wanted to control our mind. They don't want us to be able to speak. They don't want us to challenge, the untruths that we've been taught. We've been indoctrinated in lies all our lives. And I know some people will find this uncomfortable, but I'm stating that because I know that the knowledge that I acquired, that have been of use in any way, shape, or form, has been the knowledge that I learned outside of my education, outside of the education system, my entire education system that I went through from childhood till about mid-40s. The entire education system has been fraudulent. It's been intertwined with huge lies, and it's been designed to blind you from who you truly are. I've had to go and acquire new sets of books to learn my own true history as an African. And that is why I'm saying, how many of you, like I said, I'm asking that question, how many of you believe, actually, let me see if I can put a poll up here. I'm going to put a poll up on TikTok, see if I can put a poll up on TikTok, YouTube as well, sorry. And actually ask a question, do you believe, who started the war? I'm asking a question, who started the war, let me super chat. So please, super chat goal, those of you who are watching today, I'd really like you to give me a sort of, to do super chat goal for us. Let me see. My favorite color. Okay, I'm going to start up. Let us start with teal and higher. Let's start with that. So it is on there. If you want to give the platform on YouTube, go ahead and give the platform super chat. I'd really appreciate you because we need help to really grow our platform and do the work that we're doing here. You can see that I'm being severely hampered on TikTok as I speak to you right now. You know, we came here to try and talk about what is going on, which is that the fact that the West illegally carried out. Let me ask the question here: who started the war? Let me put it here. Who started the war? Let me just type that in. Those of you on TikTok, who started the war? I'm just asking a question. War. Was it Iran? Was it A, Iran, or B, US? So if you are watching, you know, you can answer that question. I'll see if I can pull you up on a poll here. I'm going to try and get a poll up here, because we need to ask questions of what is going on. This is not, you know, we cannot be in a situation where we are being told a barefaced lie in front of us. You know, we are being told a barefaced lie, and we're told to accept that barefaced lie. You know, so what, as you're watching it, what do you think? You know, who started this war? Was it Iran or US? That's the question I'm asking, because I think we need to, because we are being told something that is not true. And by the way, please sign up. Those of you, take a screenshot of this, go to my CitizenAY page on YouTube and Facebook, and you will see the link here. I'd like you to sign up for my newsletter. The newsletter is almost finished by the end of this week, but I need as many people as possible to join, you know, so that we can be able to have discussions away from these platforms. These platforms are clearly limiting our interaction, because they don't believe in freedom of speech, even though they say there is a democracy. The Western system only believe democracy is for people who they give the power to be able to debate. They believe that people like myself, we do not have the right to have freedom of speech, speech and freedom of expression, to be able to hold people accountable. And this is what I mean. Like I said, it goes back down to the days of Pope Nicholas V, that, you know, gave Portugal and Spain and the colonials the power to go to indigenous land and enslave them and label them as infidels and say that they are unchristian, and they have the right, because they are unchristian, they have the right to take over the land and enslave them in their land. And that's the foundation of what we're saying. And that same mentality is what you now see in when people are now restricting our ability to be able to speak on platforms like this and be able to come out and actually explain and talk about very important issues. By the way, as I'm watching, you can all see what's been going on. There has been devastation on both sides. There has been devastation on both sides, and that's the thing. The U.S. was not counting. The U.S. did not think for 1 minute that that Iran had the firepower to actually, you know, give them a run for their money, and even more than that. You know, and they thought they would just come in and just do whatever they want, and they would be dictating what's going on and all of that. Well, none of that has happened. What has happened is actually, yes, there's been damage done against Iran. And by the way, Iran did not start this war. You know, and that is not hate speech. That is not a lie. That's a fact. So when you hear, I'm going to bring this down again, and I'll bring I want you to listen to this comment, you know, and we have to keep playing it, because those of you who are watching, who started the war? Was it Iran or was it America? Who started the war? Those of you who are watching, both on YouTube and on TikTok, who started the war? So
roadside bombs, well-armed militias, thousands of our own.
You see,
we didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it.
So you see, when somebody in government, when the people, they are lying to our faces, and they expect us to accept that lie as truth, that means there is something fundamentally wrong with the system. And that is what we are calling out. You know, this is really quite something that they have the bold, the barefaced audacity to come out and tell us barefaced lies. I'm going to show you one or two pictures. I don't know if they will, well, TikTok may bring it down because I noticed now, I've been seeing pictures. Tel Aviv, there was a guy who was talking in who was anyway, there was a guy filming in Tel Aviv. I believe an Israeli, and he said, "I can't believe this is happening in Tel Aviv, in Israel," because he could not believe the devastation that Israel is facing right now. Yes, Iran is facing devastation. There are attacks being carried out by the US. Again, remember, Iran didn't start this. The US waged a war against a sovereign nation. Whether or not you agree with them about whether authoritarianism or they're practicing Islamism or whatever it is that they're doing, the fact of the matter is that it is a sovereign nation and they must be respected. You have no right. Well, you shouldn't then go and attack a sovereign nation and then blame them and then come around and turn around and say, oh, Iran started this war. This is a barefaced lie. I mean, what kind of world are we living in when those who are supposed to be leaders of the world are telling barefaced lie to the entire world, and we're supposed to sit down and be quiet and accept that as truths? That is just, I mean, that kind of leadership, it is a leadership. It tells you all you need to know about the UN. And I'm calling on African leaders. You are seeing all of this. You are seeing the barefaced lie by the very people that are saying they're coming to help us in Africa. Do you have any confidence in any contract that you have signed with the US? I'm asking a question of all African leaders. Are you comfortable with the documents that you've signed, memorandum of understanding? Are you sure that what you signed for is what you will get from a government, from a US government that has started a war against a sovereign nation and then turn around and blame that nation that they started the war against, unaliving 136, over 163 children? And they turn around and blame that same sovereign nation for the actions taken by US and Israel. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable with that situation, African leaders? Are you comfortable? Because you see, what is happening to Iran is simply because Iran has oil and the US want control of that oil. They want to control it. The US has oil, don't get me wrong, but the kind of oil that they have, it is that much harder to process to be used in things like cars and things like, and all of this. So they have to go and get the oil from everywhere else. And they have now given themselves that power. On that section, they give themselves the power to go and invade other countries. They give themselves that power. And that is what is the problem. And nobody give them the power. If you say that you respect a democratic, the sovereignty of a nation, then whatever that nation does, it is not your right to go and invade that nation and then, use weapons to destabilize, destroy the nation, and then say you are helping the nation. What kind of help is that? And then you then tell barefaced lie against the nation that you went and attacked. Unilaterally, you attacked a nation. And then you now stand in front of the world and you make statements like this. Listen.
And well-armed militias.
Listen.
Thousands of our own. We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it.
I mean, what kind of we need to be African leaders. We have to seriously question any association whatsoever we have with this kind of people like this. And we've already seen what is happening with the Epstein file. Many of the politicians that you see in the West, many of them, their names are tied to this Epstein file. Their names are tied to it. So there is zero credibility. There is zero credibility that for us to rely on from these people. So the question I'm asking is that, you know, at what point? Okay, let me Côte d'Ivoire. Let me bring you on. Thank you. Je suis le Côte d'Ivoire. I'll bring you. Oh, you speak. Okay. You may not be able to speak English, but I only speak English. But I'll try anyway. If we can, I'll bring people on because I think we need to discuss this. Oh, I may have been. It looks like something has been removed from me. No, not yet, not yet. That hasn't been removed yet. So I'll see if I can add people. If people want to join me, I'll see if I can add you. I'll invite Jesui if you're able to speak. If not, that's fine. If you can speak, I'm not very good at French, and it's going to be difficult. But if you are able to join me, if you want to join me, fine, you can join me, and I'm happy to have you join me. But the reason I'm doing this now is because, like I said, my program is being deliberately held down. So please, again, I say to you all, and I will show you later. Again, please go and sign up. Just this, as you see on the screen, go on the screen, sign up, and click on that button and leave your details. And there's a monthly newsletter that's out by the end of this week. Monthly newsletter, and probably once we keep rolling, it will be starting at exactly the beginning of every month, because we want to give you a smart update. But the problem, the main issue. So please make sure you go and click on that. It's on Facebook. Just type CitizenAY as you see it on there, and it will come up. With a hashtag. Either way, with the hashtag there, it will come up, and you can just see it's pinned on the main page. You can then please help me by signing up, because as you can see now, even though I'm on TikTok, they've stripped me of the power to be able to reach more people, because they're ramming down, they're preventing the reach of this program. I have over 43,000 followers, and what they're doing is they are controlling what we're thinking. They're saying, oh, if you don't talk about certain topics, then we will let you have as many crowds as possible. Where's the freedom of expression? That is attacking the freedom of expression that they like to espouse about. It is sheer hypocrisy, and we are here to expose that hypocrisy, and that is what we're talking about. Notice I'm not using any swear word, but I'm explaining that we are going to expose those of you that will watch this later on. The American TikTok is using, they are really they are attacking the democracy they so like to try and say they protect, the freedom of expression that they so like to tell us to that they believe in. Because right now I am talking about very important issues, and my platform is being rammed down, is being prevented from reaching more people. With over 43,000 followers, I surely should be able to actually have more than just 3 people. I mean, there's 47 people who are behind the scenes, who are not able even to see me, but they'll see a little bit, and it goes. My topic, my discussion is not being allowed to actually go through the algorithm itself and work its way through as it would, but it is being silenced, and I'm stating this because, like I said, we cannot be silent, and this is one of the reasons we cannot be silent. This is why one of the reasons why I'm calling on all African billionaires and millionaires, and we need our own platform. And that platform will be serving you and the people and providing us with opportunities for our voices to be heard, not to be silenced or to be used against us. The voices that you tend to hear on the mainstream media are usually voices of people that look like me, that are doing and saying things that are against people that look like me and you. I kid you not. They will be sitting on the programs on the mainstream media, and they're talking about things that are going to be harming people that look exactly like them. So it is a kind of they've sold their soul. I don't want to be part of that kind of a structure where I am talking about something that is clearly unjust, that is clearly wrong, and yet I'm standing there and supporting it because I'm getting a few bucks. That's not how this works. And the world that we're living in now, I need you all to understand something, and I'm stating this now. This is injustice, what's going on. Now, like I said, I wanted to show some videos, but I dare not show the videos on TikTok because if I do, I know what's going to happen. They'll probably even ban the whole thing. But that's why I'm saying to you, please go to my Facebook page and click on that link, or reach out to me personally, individually. I'll see if I can put that link into the comment section of my posts, so that of my when I DM some people, and you can share that with people, so that we can actually we need to just sign up to CitizenAY on for my newsletter. This is what you will sign up for. You're signing up for my my newsletter, and that by clicking on that link, you leave your details, and then I will then get in touch with you directly without any interference from the mainstream media. Because what the mainstream media is doing is they are controlling what we can and cannot say. I'm not using any swear words. I'm speaking truth to power. I'm being direct. I'm being clear. But you can see that the numbers and the platform is being ratcheted down. And I suspect it's the same thing on YouTube also. So, big man, greetings and welcome. The platform is being held down. The question I'm asking, who started the war? Was it Iran or the US? Or B? Was it A, Iran, or B, US? That's the question we're asking. So those of you who are on TikTok, just give us answer. Type A or type B, and we want to see this is a little straw poll we're doing, because, the alternative world of Pete Hegseth and all of that, no. It was Iran who started this war. And we know better. We can see with our own eyes. We can reason. And these people want to be thinking for us. They want us to just completely accept whatever they say without challenging or talking or having a different view. And that is not, again, that's nothing democratic about that. That is actually oppression, oppression and coercion, and this is why we're speaking about this, so earnestly on the platform. I mean, the last few times I've been wanting to come on air, but I've been kind of reluctant because I know that this is what I will face. But I'm coming on air and again, I will be showing you this. Please go and sign up for that. Go to my Facebook page. You will see the document is pinned at the very top. Sign up. Please sign up. Help us reach more people. And as over time, we'll be doing our broadcast directly on my own. I have my own website, and we'll be doing that when we make the announcement. And people who are, when you're a subscriber, you will get access to my broadcast via Substack or Patreon, so that we can actually be able to interact without interference from this social media. Again, I keep saying that we need our own social media as Africans, because this is a control. Again, the system that they design, that they don't even want us to have our own social media, because they have to have control of our mind. They have to have control of the mind of the people that they've been oppressing. And they fear our thought process. They fear our thinking. They don't want us to be able to think. They don't want us to be able to come out and work together. They don't want our unity. And that's the reality of what I am saying here. The evidence is what you can see on the screen. The numbers are being deliberately held down, and they don't want us to speak truth to power. We just have to know that we need our own platforms. We need our own search engine. We need our own, we need everything that is ours, not relying on them. The other thing I will say is that Zakaria Ibrahim, greetings and welcome. Let me see, are you there? If you're able to join me, I'm trying to ask people to join me, because I'm hoping that by actually having interaction, it may work, because I'm being shadow banned seriously. I am being seriously shadow banned. I know that for a fact now, because the numbers I'm seeing, more than 49 people are seeing me. But when it comes to try and invite them, it doesn't, it's not there. I'm not even able to invite anybody. So then I am being shadow banned on TikTok. It's not a news flash. It's a fact. It's, you know it. You can see it. But anyway, please go and sign up on what I said. So let me play this one more time, and then I'll probably wrap up here because I know what they're doing. I fully understand what they're doing. They're trying to make sure that I don't have the viewership to really engage with the discussion. But we will continue because we're speaking the truth. We're speaking truth to power on this platform. That's all we're doing is to make people be aware. Pierre Casimir, thank you. Welcome. Let me see if I'm trying to bring people on board. But I'm probably going to wrap it up now because I know what they've done. Barry, thank you. Oh, let me see. No. So I'm trying to add people, but when they are, rapidly holding down my platform, and making it difficult to reach more people, greetings all those of you on YouTube as you're watching. Facebook and TikTok are really doing a number on us. They don't want us to grow. So can you help me on YouTube? Give us thumbs up, share the broadcast. We welcome super chats, and share it to family and friends, because what's happening now is that on Facebook and on TikTok, we are being restricted heavily, and I mean heavily. As soon as I came on, they started saying, oh, we are restricting the gifting on this platform because you're not following our community standards. I didn't even say anything. I just talked about the fact that the credibility of the US. And it is right for us to ask a question. We're not going to, you cannot control what we think. We must be allowed to express ourselves. We're not slaves or servants like you did in the 17th or 18th century, giving yourself that power. We're not that's no way. That time is never ever coming back. And I know some people are still trying. We had the speech by, let's go all the way there. Marco Rubio was saying some nonsense, some incredible nonsense about, oh, they took over, they ran, they expanded their kingdom for over 400 years, but they started regressing, and they want to do that the same thing again. No, we're not accepting that nonsense. No way. We're not accepting that nonsense. So let me just put this here. So you can see the US has zero credibility. That's what I wrote. And you're not allowed to express yourself. At least I should be able to I should be allowed to have a reasoned discussion with my audience and interact and get people who are for or against. None of that. Instead, I'm being ratcheted down. My platform has been prevented from growing. I know that's what they're doing. That's their game. That is the game. But please, if you can, whatever you can do to help, we welcome gifts. Subscribe to us anyway. And of course, please go and sign up. Please go and sign up. That is the best way you can help CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. If you go and sign up on this link. Chikakati, greetings. Hello. Wow, my sister. I wonder if you want to come in. I wonder are you able to talk? If you are able to. TikTok have been very bad to me. They're not allowing me to speak. They don't want me to speak at all. Hello, Chika. How are you? Hi.
Brother Ewa.
Wow. How it's been a minute, oh. Wow.
Yes,
You don't teach, my sister. Wow. We did. I've been there in Nigeria. I forgot. I've been there in Nigeria last month for January.
No, I'm not there in Nigeria. I'm there UK.
Oh,
I did not something.
I make we chat. We have to meet up. Good.
Yes, how you?
I did, Daddy. I did.
How is Ibrahim Kawere doing?
They do well. Oh, the guy is doing well. I'm planning to go. I plan go sometime this year again. I won't go. I'm going to go to Burkina Faso. I'm organizing a plan.
It's just that there's so much attempt for them to remove it.
Yes.
That's the kind of place I would like to see.
Yes, we should. Let's organize something. I'm going to text you behind. We organize something together because we need to. The more of us that can do this, I'm serious about it. We need to organize it, and we want.
Yeah, but the thing is, the security. Because last time I heard the when they are done, I laughed a lot of people.
Yes, yes, they did, and it's designed to make us be afraid. They want us to be afraid of going there. Because you see, when they like to do this bad stuff they're doing in darkness, they want to do it in secret, in quiet, so they can take it over. But when our eyes are there, they can't operate. So they're psychologically trying to, you know, to frighten us. We mustn't be frightened from these people, because this is, I mean, this is our land. We're not taking somebody's land. You know, I don't know if you've been seeing in the Western world, they're telling us, oh, you know, we have too many immigrants. Okay, I get it. You want to have your land, have your land. Let us have peace in our land. Stop interfering. Stop destroying. Stop causing wars. Stop stealing our resources. Stop, you know, but you won't let us be. But you know, you won't let us take control of our destiny. And when people who are trying to do that are doing it, like Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, Assimi Goita, you know, they suddenly they start saying, oh, they're pushist. I mean, look at the development that is going on in Burkina Faso. You know,
Yeah.
look at what's happening in Mali and in Niger. They have 6,000 strong military force now in those three countries. They have their own financing system structure in place. They're having their own media. You know, so because the media that I was just talking about this, I don't know if you've been experiencing issues with TikTok. TikTok, as soon as I start talking, they start saying, "Oh, you've broken our rules. You're suspended for 10 minutes. You're suspended, you know, half an hour. You cannot." It's
But you know you have to learn. You have to not to use some certain word.
I'm not even using. I'm not even using those. I'm not using the, you know, that pew pew word. I'm not using. I only use words like, you know, if I say hypocrisy about something. If I say, oh, you know, I was asking a question now. I said, you know, who started this war? Was it Iran or US? And they said, as soon as I wrote that down, and I said, and I also said the US has zero credibility. As soon as I wrote that, they said, oh, I've broken their rules.
If you say if you say that, you are going to do that to you now.
Ah,
You
okay.
must learn not to talk them that way. I used to talk about them, but I talk about them going corner.
Okay, I'll come. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna
Yes,
come back.
as you just said, that this last statement you make now, they are going to sanction you for me.
But what? But
Nobody
is
should say-
but is
nobody should say anything like that about US.
but it's the truth. It's everybody. Look, the press them.
Yeah, you know, everyone, you know, they know it's the truth. They don't want us to touch it.
But isn't that not Is that not hypocrisy? Is that not
You
hypocrisy?
you have to learn how to work on their app. Like me, I used to, even when people come up to talk on my platform,
Yeah, yeah. Wow. But you see, yes, yeah. TH what? Okay, yes, yes. Oh, I know. I don't even use that. I'm not even doing that. I'm not. You know, but I'm very careful with the kind of words I use. But I'm thinking, if you say credibility, you know, morality. But America can portray us the way they want. Ah, oh my gosh. But yeah, thank you so much. We'll go talk later. We'll be in touch. Thank you. It's nice speaking to you. Thank you. Bye now. Bye. Bye. Thanks for coming. Bye. 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 Okay, I've learned something new. I've learned something new from Chika, my good friend, and we'll be in touch later on. I have learned something. So if you do want to join in and chat for a bit, I welcome that. Look, please go and join me. I'd like you to sign up. And Chika, please also, I'd like you to help me. I'm trying to get my newsletter up. I've got it up and running. I've got the one for the month of March ready, and I've got people who are signing up. So please just follow the link that you see. It's on my Facebook page. Click on that link and sign up for CitizenAY newsletter. Because what I'm trying to do is to grow that platform. Like you see that there are heavy restrictions on TikTok right here, which means I cannot have a free flowing discussion about how things are going. You have to follow certain so-called procedures. Let me bring others on. Let me see. I'll bring in Al Yara Pro Africans. I'll bring you in. I'll invite as many of you who can, who wants to speak. And if you want to speak, please let's hear from you, because we need to speak about what is going on here. Thank you. Thank you. Please go ahead. Yes, yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I love that. Go ahead. Let's hear.
I'm a Burkinabe. I'm living in Holland.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic.
Long time, but
Yeah.
you see, the way how the Africa they're still stupid. I don't understand. And two words I will give to African Union. They have to be African puppets. It's not African Union.
Yes, exactly.
They have to be European puppet.
They are.
Occidental puppet is not African Union.
Exactly. Exactly. You said it all. You said it all.
I know Sahel, we move from them.
Exactly.
We don't have nothing to do with them and the
Indeed. Indeed.
But our brothers, the other people who they still join them, I don't understand them how to abandon. And UN also, UN is
it's useless.
Useless organization I never see.
Indeed. Indeed.
If something happened to America, they are first to come and say, we call UN meeting. But if something happened to another country, they never mind. They never mind.
You said it. You're speaking the fact.
You see how Palestinians and Sudanese and Congo, the genocide is still going on. Nobody care about that because the billionaires are giving them something and the envelope, they are quiet.
Exactly.
But if something is happening with the billionaires, they are first to call meeting.
Exactly.
To investigate.
Exactly.
What is happening.
Exactly.
And then have to UN. Then have to ban UN. Then have to ban all the useless organizations. Make every continent have its own organization. That's what I want to say. And African Union, all their cadavers, all their dead bodies, they are standing there. You see, Museveni cannot stand. He wear cruise. He wear diaper.
Wow.
And Arbakia and
Yeah.
South Sudan. He wear also diaper.
Oh.
It's part of the app. We don't know if it's the AI is working there or if he own. I don't know. And our neighbors, one business like Lassane Ouattara.
Yes. Oh well.
We have patience with them.
Yeah.
We have patience with them. Otherwise, our president, the Sahel president, they are so good. They are so humanity.
Yes.
They care about human life. That's why if they give us chance, then say make we go after Lassane Ouattara. 1 hour is enough. We go catch him.
Exactly.
The time when he do the rebel, it's Burkina people. It's Burkina people and Mali people and Niger people
Yes.
helping conquer the Gbagbo. But now we are no more with him. It's not helping nobody.
Exactly.
People when they have, they are usually whoopies. You know what I mean? Then they are not human complete because they are half.
You're right.
You know,
I agree with you.
They're not like human. They like each other. And those people, they are not complete men. So
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Make them prepare. Anytime one liars all the president of liars, then open their mouth, say, our system, go after them one day. Alassane Ouattara,
Yes.
Patrick Talon,
Paul Biya.
all the useless,
Yeah.
the useless puppies, all the
Yeah.
useless old shit.
Nasib
We will
Bey.
clean them up.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much
Thank you.
For letting me
You're
contribute,
very
and,
welcome.
I still follow you always.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, please, everybody, don't forget, go ahead and subscribe to me if you can. If you are able to sign up to my newsletter on I can't put it on here, but it's on here. You can take a screenshot. It's a newsletter that I have, but you need to sign up with your details, and then I can then reach you directly, because you can see that TikTok and, in fact, many of the platforms, they are really affecting our broadcast. They're slowing down my reach, and we need to be able to reach to communicate directly, and that's what we're trying to do. So hopefully many of us will do that. Just go and sign up.
I'm going to power type. I'm going to sign off.
Thank you. Thank you very
I'm
much.
going to sign off. I'm going to
Power tap.
I'm going to help.
Thank
Yeah?
you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Talk soon. Bye now. Bye. Okay. So a round of applause to my brother there. And those of you who want to join us, please do join us. Let me go to Pro African. So thank you. Pro African, welcome. Good afternoon and welcome. Let's hear from you. Pro African, are you there? Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm here.
Good afternoon. Well, what would you like to say?
Sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome. And thank you for joining me.
Yeah, it was a lovely one again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let me just go straight to the things.
Yes, please go ahead.
You know, recently, I think that should be around February 18th.
Mm-hmm.
They had a conference in Munich.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the main agenda of that meeting, of that conference, hey, I'm re-echoing.
So hang on. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes. Can you hear me now? Yeah, then it's better now I can talk. Yeah, the main agenda of that conference was all about us. Let me try to put some words so that in a way they don't just stop us. Because if you look at my own accounts now, I have several strikes on me because of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So the main agenda of that conference that just passed me just like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Was
Marco Rubio was there.
Surrounding and based on us. Every other thing that was discussed there was the secondary.
Exactly.
We were the primary objective of the main reason that conference
was indeed.
They are planning to come back.
Exactly.
We know that. We see it. Just that some stupid idiot that stays in the aim of affairs in most African countries, they are sleeping and they can't see it.
They can't see it.
At this point, I think what Africa needs right now, AES precisely, is to be developing weapons. Because when you're talking of security, when you're talking of improvement, when you're talking of development and infrastructure, what kind of development and infrastructure will you have when you can't protect them?
Exactly.
Because they say the thief comes to steal and to destroy. They don't just come to steal, they also come and destroy what
you have. Destroy so that you never build again.
At this point, I would say we have been surviving. Africa has been surviving. So we will not die now. Every resources we have will be channeled towards weapons.
Yeah.
We need to be creating our weapons by ourselves.
Yeah, indeed.
As at the meantime, China, or let me say not China, Russia is a great ally now, but we can't rely on them forever.
No.
So it is high time we start creating things for ourselves. We start producing it domestically because we are the one that needs it.
Exactly.
Because the moment you still have someone who will come and supply, you are still not liberated.
Exactly.
That person, once they are able to go to your supplier and offer you something, you can decide to cut off your supply, and you are stranded.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
When you look at it, every pew that has been produced has a serial number.
Exactly.
Nobody can just go and purchase a pew. Right now, how are the terrorists getting pew-pew.
Exactly.
If every pew-pew has a serial number, it can be tracked. Who buys it and hand it over to them
Good
to
question.
terrorize us?
Good
So
question.
we should not be asking those questions again. We already know how
We
it
know.
goes, where it comes from. But it is high time we start producing it for our security. That is what the AES government should be investing on right now.
Exactly.
Me, for my own advice, we have seen that they have good intention. They should stop every other thing that they are developing. No, we will need it later when we are secure. Because all the minerals,
Yeah.
all the resources that is being needed to produce pew-pew, it is being found on our soil.
Yes.
It is beneath our soil.
It is.
Around Africa.
It is.
All the minerals and all the highest pew-pew you can ever think of that the world is afraid of. They got the minerals
in our soil.
They got some of them in Mali. So we should be mass producing things that will protect us from them tomorrow. So that when we start now developing, building infrastructures, roads, hospitals, we will already have what we will use to protect ourselves.
Indeed.
You know, there is only one language these people
understand.
It is the language that is called aura for aura. You give me one, I give you one. You will have to have reasons not to give me one. The only reason for you not to give me is when you know that I can give you
can
back.
give back. Exactly.
So for that reason, we should be investing heavily.
Yeah.
If I let that be the concentration of everything that they are doing now in AES.
Exactly.
Let 90% of everything they are doing focused on that.
On that
How do
goal.
we start producing these things for
ourselves?
So that whenever they come, we will have something of our own that we can rely on.
Exactly.
That is my stand now on, because look at what is happening now on the far Eastern Asia.
Yes.
The things that is happening today. Imagine those guys don't have something.
Oh my goodness me.
Back. What would have been happening?
Exactly.
You know, the very first time they started it, they were everywhere.
Yeah.
But right now, days are going.
Yes.
What is happening?
Yes.
Who is begging now for
ceasefire? They're begging now.
They are not the one begging for ceasefire.
Yeah.
They are not the one indirectly calling
for ceasefire. Yes.
Because those guys have started teaching them lessons.
Yes, they started
teaching them. That is the only language
they understand.
That is the only language they will ever understand. Because when you look at these people, there is nothing like human in them.
No.
Check them from history. They are blood tasting. They can't sit 1-2 years without starting up something. That is what they were doing to themselves before they discovered us, and they channeled all their evil energy towards us. And from that time till now, we tell you
not
numbers of millions of us. It is in hundreds.
Yes.
That those people have on our life.
Indeed.
We've lost count. So what we should be doing now is to prepare ourselves to make sure that this thing will never ever
happen again.
Repeat itself again. That whenever they come, they see that it is not going to be business as usual.
Yes, so. Yes.
That is the only thing we can do, and that is what we will do, because that is what we will be working towards.
Yeah, indeed.
All the videos we are making, you would think that the AES leaders are not coming across it. No, I tell you, my brother, they are seeing it.
Yes, I've heard that they're seeing it. People have told me.
If they don't see it directly, they have people that are in place that say, okay, look at what the people really want us to do, because they see things, but at times we still see more than them.
Exactly.
Now we have decided that this is what is better for us now. This is what we should be working towards. We should start mass producing what we will use to secure ourselves.
Exactly.
Because we can read between the lines of what those people are planning.
Yeah. I mean, So
that's my submission.
Thank you
for it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your submission. I really appreciate what you said.
Can I say something a little bit?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Okay. My message for the Arab people is not all the Arab that we take Libya out, because the Libya their approach they are very close to Africa. That's why they not lead them to be peace.
Yes, you're right.
But all the Arab want the rest. Make I tell them today, them think, or one them they say if your neighbor house is burning, you have to prepare for water.
Exactly.
Otherwise, maybe
it'll come to your own home.
But then think they are very stupid. I don't know why they are eating too much food with their own brain. That's why they don't have sense. I don't know why. Because see how they slap Libya, how they slap Syria, how they slap Iraq.
Yes.
Saddam Hussein is touring them that time. It's not only him they want. They
Exactly.
want the oil.
Exactly.
They don't believe.
Exactly.
Saddam Hussein don't have massive sourcing.
Exactly.
Never.
Exactly.
Never. He don't have.
Exactly. He didn't.
Now it's Iran. Together with Iran to be one, to let them afraid of them. No. Then standing one by one. And after one, if God not help Iran prepared before 40-something years.
Yes.
And Iran also is go to deep technology and it prepare itself. By now, the Iran it will be useless.
You're right.
And after if he say God not help Iran, after Iran they will go by them one by one.
Exactly.
All the oil one they have and something and that's something useless building and how and cars and planes. It's useless. They will destroy for them, and they will take their oil by force.
Exactly.
They will take their resources by force.
By force. Indeed.
Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. And I think it's a very important thing you raised there. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a very important point that my brother raised. Please, those of you watching, as they're watching, do refrain. Try not to use any swear words. Try and talk in code. So if you want to talk about, GUN, say pew pew. If you want to talk about, THREAT, use something else. Use words that will not allow them to try and reduce our broadcast. It is very important what our brother said there about Iran, because Iran prepared for this. Iran have been preparing for this for 40 years. And I just want to ask everybody who's watching a simple question. Who started this round of attacks? Who started the attack? Was it the US?
Iran was there in peace.
Thank you. That's it.
They came to Iran's border. They built their thing around them for weeks. Then they started attacking them. What should they do? Should they fold their hands and be sleeping? No. When somebody comes to your house to fight you, you will have to fight back. And whatever you have in your house is what you will use to defend yourself.
Exactly.
So they are defending themselves. They are on full right to defend themselves.
Exactly. I mean, one of the things, the US, they have not admitted.
Hear you now.
Sorry. The US have not. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for that answer. The US to date, at the beginning of this new one now, they went and they dropped some lethal weapons on 136 children in the school. Children. And they have not even acknowledged it. They have not even said sorry. And they
did it on purpose. It wasn't a mistake.
Exactly. It was on purpose.
Because of their mainstream media propaganda.
Exactly.
We know about that.
Exactly.
We don't see those things anymore as news outlets.
Exactly.
We see them as
propaganda.
Government propaganda arm.
Exactly.
So that is why you are not hearing it anywhere.
No, they're not. There is so many videos I want to show now about how Iraq is actually defending themselves. But if I start showing it, they can even bring this down because they don't want to see it.
Yeah, they'll bring your account down.
So I'm not going to show it.
Now, the little ones that I show,
Mhm.
my account is already on the edge.
You see? So
And
go
the
ahead.
most ones, they already stroke it. You can't even see it. Also, my even there, nobody can view it. And I
Exactly.
already know what I'm saying. So I'm already thinking of where I can go to.
Exactly. This is why I'm saying to people, please help me go to my, if you are on Facebook, I have just sign up to my newsletter. The link is on the screen as you see it. Take a screenshot of it and
Yeah, I
and
take a
you know,
screenshot of
and
what is here now.
yeah, and then go to
I
my
zoom it
Citizen
up
AY.
later.
Yeah, zoom it up, and then you can then go to my Citizen AY. The link is there. It's pinned to the very top. Sign up, because that way we'll be having discussions away from the platforms, because that way they can't stop us, because what they're doing to us now, they're trying to silence us, they're trying to censor us, we cannot speak freely. And I'm not going to be, we're not going to be SLAVE to their system anymore. We need our own system, we need our own media. We need to be able to talk freely and not have to worry about somebody censoring me or canceling me or taking my account down or all of that, all because I spoke truth to power. We need to go past that now. We need to stand up, and like you said, we need our own, one of the two things we need the most. We need our own mainstream media. We need our own mainstream
Our own
media.
news,
We need our own,
news
and when we
outlet.
need our security. Mainstream media and security, because those are the two things that they used to control us. The media and the security. Those two, they've used to control us, and now we need to wake up and make sure that our mainstream media, that we have that, and like you said, the security. So I'm really glad that you raised that. I mean, this guy here, this man here, how can you?
Sayer,
Yes, go ahead.
Sayer have Sayer have their media
Yes,
house.
indeed,
already.
they did. Yes, they do. Yes,
Yes,
they
yes,
do.
and they have their TikTok. They have their also TikTok already also.
Oh, fantastic! I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to join them. I'm gonna have to join them. We'll keep. I'll be joining as well.
Yeah. If you go to Burkina Faso TikTok, you join it.
Okay.
Anything you are saying, they don't have to block you.
Fantastic.
Then create that one.
Fantastic. Because it is so annoying that they've done this. So that's really good news, and everybody, we can hear that, and that's what I mean. We need our own media, we need our own security, and we need to begin to speak truth about. And we support. I mean, you see, what people don't realize, and I'm stating this, is that if we don't speak now, about what they're doing to Iran, when they finish in Iran, guess where they're going to come? They are coming to Africa. They are coming to Africa.
To another one.
They're coming,
another
you know.
place, yeah.
So we have to be speaking up about this, and we need to make sure that our people are aware.
Of course.
You know because if we do not speak up now and say, look, what they're doing is unjust, you know, and we have to make our people aware that
it's not joke.
it's not joke, not a joke at all, not a joke. It is.
Mr. You know why, Mr. Sorry.
Yes.
You know why that other brother one is saying the meeting when them submit mentioned last week.
Yes.
You know why the foreign minister for USA is saying
Marco Rubio
told them that they're not supposed to give excuse what they do to us before.
Exactly.
They have to be proud for their ancestors what they do for we.
Yes.
They have to go now again and recolonize we and take it first. If it's necessary, then can analyze we or we.
Exactly.
He said it plain.
He said it out. Yes.
You know have excuse.
Yes, he did.
He said.
Mm.
You see.
Yeah. It is.
Because
It's
that's
crazy.
why I don't understand the son of useless African president Tinubu, the alcoholic and the other all useless. See, I don't understand them. Why they not go to be one union?
Exactly. When
union to work together. Why? What is in their brain?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Good point. You raise a good point. I mean, it is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother. I mean, I have to say, these are questions.
You meet yourself.
Thank you. Yeah, I have to agree with you. This is one of the questions we should be asking the African leaders. What they are doing to Iran, they are going to do to us if we don't wake up. I'm saying it now. What they are doing to Iran, they will do even worse to us when they finish if after Iran. But if Iran, thankfully, Iran is showing them that if you mess with us, we will mess with you. You are not gonna be. There's no free. There's no. You know, it is one for one straight away. Iran is saying, if you do this, I will do exactly the same against you. And that is what African leaders need to understand. We can no longer be Mr. Nice when the oppression, the lack of respect, the humiliation. That I mean, the whole thing is wrong. It's not acceptable. I mean, look at now. Like I said, an Israeli person in one of the videos. I'll see if I can show it. I'm not sure if I can show it. They won't let me show it. In one of the videos, he was saying, "Oh,
Don't show it. Don't show
yes.
it. I have a lot of them. I have
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
The real one.
Yes.
I cannot show it.
Exactly. Because you're right. You're so right. Yeah, they will bring it down. And one of the guys was saying, "Oh, I cannot believe this is happening to Israel. I cannot believe this is happening in Tel Aviv." Because they were raining down the same thing they were raining to them in Iran. So they're getting a taste of their own medicine. But people, they don't want us to be able to speak about this in that way. And we need to speak about it. Because the injustice has gone on for too long. Let me read that thing that the guy said. They're probably going to flag me for saying it. I'll see if I can bring it up. Marco Rubio 400, Marco Rubio. I just want to just show you, because he said it. He said it, you know, like it was, yeah, he said we expanded our territories for 400 years, and then in the last 45 years, 85 years now, we've been receding, and we need to take it back. We mustn't apologize for what our ancestors did. In fact, it gave us our great nations that we have today. We have to be proud of it. You know, words in that effect. Let me get the words out. I'll get the
Mister.
Yes.
Mister, you know what is a pity? What is a pity for that guy?
Yeah.
What is a pity for that guy? I'm laughing for him.
Yeah.
He is a Cuban immigrant son.
Exactly.
He's a Cuban immigrant son.
Exactly.
And forget that he's a Cuban immigrant son.
Yes.
Then go to immigrate and Florida.
Yes.
And it's boarding like that. It's behaving like
Yeah,
this. I'm ashamed for that guy. I'm ashamed
Yeah.
for a place.
Yes. You're right. You're right. It is terrible. You know, he has no. Yeah. I'm gonna play that section. I want to play a section of that thing for you, so you can hear what he said. And we have to. That is very important. Sorry.
A complete AI creation.
Sorry. So that's not what I'm trying to do. So skip that. I just want you to hear a section where he talks about Africa. And what the thing is, it's very important to understand that these guys, they're not hiding what they want to do to Africa. They're not hiding it. They're not hiding it. And we cannot leave this for the coming generation. What they plan to Africa, we cannot leave it. We cannot.
This is what I talked about the Munich conference.
Yes, this is that's the one. That's the one that I'm playing now. I want you to hear the bit where it says, "We're defending because armies do not fight for armies." Let's listen for a few minutes.
Armies fight for a way.
You know, before this is not the first time for him to say like this.
Exactly.
The time one General Chiani took over, it tore by the administration to go taken out.
Exactly.
They say why it go sack the military.
Exactly.
They have to go and
And
sack him out.
Exactly.
And put the military there.
Yeah.
It's not first time. He don't know how. It's not. He don't know how to make politics.
No.
He don't know how to talk.
No. He just thinks that they can. Yeah, I mean, it is terrible. So we're gonna hear that. Well said, Al Yara. Ladies and gentlemen, you are of course listening to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please help us by going to sign up to CitizenAY newsletter. We cannot rely on what TikTok does or what they say. We cannot rely on them anymore. They are deliberately reducing our numbers, and we can see that. So the best way you can help us right now is to help us. The first month of the newsletter is free. and thereafter it will be subscription based. So we need to be able to reach, and I have you join us, and we'll be doing a broadcast via that and on Substack and Patreon. Because this is getting too much now that we've been silenced, and we don't want that. Let's hear what he's saying here for a few minutes anyway.
Decades-long economic undertaking that stripped our nations of their wealth, of their productive capacity, and of their independence. And the loss of our supply chain sovereignty was not a function of a prosperous and healthy system of global trade. It was foolish. It was a foolish but voluntary transformation of our economy that left us dependent on others for our needs and dangerously vulnerable to crisis. Mass migration isn't some fringe concern of little consequence. It was and continues to be a crisis which is transforming and destabilizing societies all across the West.
Mass migration was caused by those who came and colonized Africa. That's what they did. And America and Australia, they were the ones who caused this. And they're trying to blame others for their failings. And they don't acknowledge when they do not apologize for whatever they did wrong. And instead, they stand on it very much like Ali Yara, my brother, said. Let's progress on.
Together, we can reindustrialize our economy and rebuild our capacity to defend our people. But the work of this new alliance should not be focused just...
You see, to defend our people, who has ever come to invade colonial land? Who has ever come to invade them? We don't do that. The history of invasion has been by these colonials. That's the reality of it. That's the reality. But they make it sound as though they are under threat, whereas they're the ones who are the threat. And that's the reality of it. Let's go ahead.
On military cooperation and reclaiming the industries of the past. It should also be focused on together advancing our mutual interests in new frontiers.
You see, new frontiers. You see, when they talk about new frontiers, that means they want to recolonize the global south. That is what they're talking about there. And that is what Ali Yara talked about. That's what Pro-African talked about. Those are the things we need to be aware as Africans. And that's why I'm saying we need our own social media. And I so much applaud the fact that the Alliance of Sahel States, they have 6,000 strong army. They have their own media space. They control what media, so they ensure that the people hear the media about the work they're doing and not the media of the oppressors who were trying to overtake them on their land. It's really important. So salute to the Alliance of Sahel States, Ibrahim Traore, Assimi Goïta, General Chiani, who you see behind me. Let's carry on.
Unshackling our ingenuity, our creativity, and the dynamic spirit to build a new Western century. Commercial space travel and cutting-edge artificial intelligence, industrial automation and flex manufacturing, creating a Western supply chain for critical minerals not vulnerable to extortion from other powers, and a unified effort to compete for market share in the economies of the global South. Together,
you see,
we can not only take back control of our own...
You see, economies of the global South. So they want to take back control of our economy. And how do they do that? By colonizing. And that is the reality of it. These are the things that we're talking about, and we need to be able to talk about this honestly, openly, and honestly among ourselves. And it's time. Africa, there is nothing we cannot build in Africa. Listen to me well. There is nothing that we cannot build in Africa. We can build everything and anything that we need. We have the resources, we have the manpower, we have the brain power, we have this civilization, the foundational civilization that they use and tap into freely. The beginning of everything in this entire world comes from melanated people all around the world. And we need to believe in ourselves. We need to install that belief back in ourselves. Very much like, and I salute, again, I keep talking about the Alliance of Sahel States. They are putting that to, they're self-sufficient. In Burkina Faso, in Mali and Niger now, they're self-sufficient. They make their own food. They make their own clothes. They're making electric cars. They build their own roads. They build schools. They build homes. They gave 50,000 homes to the poor. And they're doing more work in the community. They make mobile hospitals. They're building bridges, construction, education. In all areas, it's about self-sufficiency and even security. So salute to them. Those are the blueprints that we must follow as Africans. Those of you watching us on YouTube, Greetings and welcome. You're listening to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Can you spare us a bit of a super chat? Help us grow the platform. Help us reach more people. Give us a thumbs up as you're watching, and please share the message. Let's carry on and listen to this
Industries
guy.
and supply chains, we can prosper in the areas that will define the 21st century. But we must also gain control of our national borders. Controlling who and how many people enter our countries, this is not an expression of xenophobia. It is not hate. It is a fundamental act of national sovereignty. And the failure to do so is not just an abdication of one of our most basic duties owed to our people. It is an urgent threat to the fabric of our societies.
Let me say this loud and clear. Let me say this loud and clear. The West never acknowledged the fact that they have come to many global south using the doctrine of discovery to disrupt the development of global south. They've disrupted our development by imposing and oppressing and enslaving us in our own land. But they never apologized for that. And that is what we need to speak about. Our youth, our coming generation need to know that that's what they did. When you say that you are a Christian, you need to understand as an African that that Christianity was what was used to enslave you, because the Pope wrote a letter given to countries like Portugal and Spain and the others to come to Africa, to enslave Africans on the African continent, to take our land, to use us to build, to grow crops, to grow things they needed in Spain, in Portugal, in Europe, and then take us over and use us as a workhorse, and not come and take our land. So when you say you are a Christian, Christianity, I'm going to read this to you, because I do believe we need to speak about it, and I want to remind everybody, because if we do not speak about this, we need to educate ourselves about what has really gone on. Let me see if I can find that. Is that it here? 1 second. Is that it? 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to just show you Pope Nicholas. I need you to, please, not that one. Is that it? Yeah, this one here. So go back, on touch. You see here. Please never ever forget this. I'm going to make it smaller so I can never ever forget that. You see here, 1452. It talked about the church authorized King Alfonso to fight, subjugate, and conquer those rising against Catholic faith, struggling to extinguish Christian religion, namely Saracens, Muslims, pagans, in a military disputed African territory. So, as an African, they wanted your land. So if you fought back and you said, no, I don't want you to take my land, you are infidel in their eyes. They see you as a Saracen, as a pagan, and they took your land. So we need to understand, when we're talking about that we're Christians, as Africans. As Europeans, if you want to be Christian, that's fine. I'm not going to, that's your belief system. But as Africans, you have to understand the foundation of what you are saying you are. Every African saying you are a Christian, you have been enslaved. It was Christianity that they used to enslave you and our ancestors till date. And they have still got control of our land. They talked about it. They said, Nicholas issued in 1455 what they saw as moral justification to freely acquire slaves along the African coast by force or trade. So, as an African, when you say you are a Christian, this is the foundation of your Christianity. They enslaved you. The Pope gave the order to enslave our ancestors. But they never talk about this. They keep saying we sold ourselves. Who gave them? Okay, you said we sold ourselves. Who gave them the power to come to Africa, to subjugate us, to sell us? Who? I'd like to know. I'm waiting. I'll wait for anybody who. These are facts, and these are part of the things you will see in the newsletter. I will go into more detail in the newsletter. I'm just showing you snippets, but I just need you to know that if you are an African and you say that you are a Christian or even a Muslim, you need to understand that these religions, they used it to enslave. They use that religion to take our land. The religions of Islam and Christianity is about taking African land from Africans. And they even stated in one section, they talked about they are allowing Africans to stay on their land as rent. We become renters of our own land. We're not able to keep our land. That's the reality. But let's carry on again. I'll come back and talk some more. So just wanted to just show you that. So it's important to reference those key points. That's why I'm bringing that in.
And the survival of civilization itself. And finally, we can no longer place the so-called global order above the vital interests of our people and our nations. We do not need to abandon the system of international cooperation we authored, and we don't need to dismantle the global institutions of the old order that together we built. But these must be reformed. These must be rebuilt.
Listen on.
For example, the United Nations still has tremendous potential to be a tool for good in the world. But we cannot ignore that today, on the most pressing matters before us, it has no answers and has played virtually no role. It could not solve the war in Gaza. Instead, it was American leadership that freed captives from barbarians and brought about a fragile truce. It has not solved.
Can you see what he talked about? So freed captives from barbarians. So who are the barbarians? Who are the barbarians? Can you see how they're twisting the truth right in front of our eyes? Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we need to support AES. I will be making sure that we're planning to do a tour to go and be in the newsletter. You'll hear more about the trip, the planned trip to go to Burkina Faso, maybe Mali and Niger, but to have an audience with Ibrahim Traore. We'll be part of the people who will be sitting when he's having a discussion, an audience with him, so we get to sit in the same hall and listen to him, and maybe even the chance he can walk past, wave or talk to us or shake hands. I don't know. But the thing is, we need to go there and show our support. And that is why I am so much advocating. You see that they're behind me. So it's not just it's not something I'm new to. Many of you know that all my broadcasts, you see them behind me because I believe in them 100%. I believe in their ideals and the drive that they have to free Africans. Africa is for Africans is something that they promote, and I support that wholeheartedly. So kudos to them, and I salute them yet again. But let us listen on.
Of the war in Ukraine, it took American leadership in partnership with many of the countries here today just to bring the two sides to the table in search of a still elusive peace. It was powerless to constrain the nuclear program of radical Shia clerics in Tehran. That required.
Can you see that? Can you see all of this stuff? But anyway, let's.
Bombs dropped with precision from American B-2 bombers.
So how come Iran is able to reply now with so much weapons? I had an Iranian official said that they are making as much weapons as they are actually doing already. That they are making as much weapons, that they're ready. So what they're saying here is falsehood. But anyway, let's carry on.
And it was unable to address the threat to our security from a narco-terrorist dictator in Venezuela. Instead, it took American special forces to bring this fugitive to justice. In a perfect world, all of these problems and more would be solved by diplomats and strongly worded resolutions. But we do not live in a perfect world. And
who made it that way? Who made it imperfect? Who made it imperfect? And who is ready to face the fact of has America shouldered their responsibility in this, their hefty responsibility in what they've done, in going to country after country after country after country, Afghanistan, Vietnam, Syria, Iraq, now Iran, Libya, how many, just you name it. They've just, wherever they have gone, you tell me what lasting positive impact they have left. Name one positive impact they have left in those countries I listed. Name one positive. You can't name it because they have left those nations in ruins. They have left everywhere they have gone to in ruins, all for extracting the resources of those people on the cheap. I even heard that in Afghanistan, they were protecting the poppy fields. And then when they went to America, the poppy, they took back. I mean, let's carry on.
We cannot continue to allow those who blatantly and openly threaten our citizens and endanger our global stability to shield themselves behind abstractions of international law which they themselves routinely violate. This is the path that President Trump and the United States has embarked upon. It is the path we ask you here in Europe to join us on.
Listen to this. It's coming up.
It is the path we have walked together before and hope to walk together again.
Listen up. Please tap and share as you're watching the tap and
give. Second World War, the West.
Please take a minute to tap on the screen and share. Give us a thumbs up, those of you on TikTok, on YouTube. Please give us a thumbs up. Help us with more people. And we welcome Super Chats on YouTube. On TikTok, give the platform. Help us with more people. We need to do a lot of research, and we're trying to bring that to you, despite limitations that TikTok are obviously placing on us. We are here to speak truth to power. CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please do share, gift the platform, help us grow the platform, and thank you for those of you those who are in the panel for your. We really are grateful for your comments and your suggestions and your ideas, and those who are watching and those who will join later. We also welcome you. But let's proceed.
Have been expanding. Its missionaries, its pilgrims, its soldiers, its explorers pouring out from its shores to cross oceans, settle new continents, build vast empires extending out across the globe. But in 1945, for the first time since the age of Columbus,
listen,
it was contracting. Europe was in ruins. Half of it lived behind an iron curtain, and the rest looked like it would soon follow. The great Western empires had entered into terminal decline, accelerated by godless communist revolutions and by anti-colonial uprisings.
So anti-colonial uprisings. So we, the people of the global south, we do not have the right to reject colonialism. We have to accept it. We have to somehow get ourselves to know that that is our lot. That is what we are designed for, to accept colonialism. We cannot reject it. And that's what he's saying. Listen to the words. Listen to his words. I want you to listen to that word. Listen. Listen.
Half of it lived behind an iron curtain, and the rest looked like it would soon follow.
Tap on the share, please.
The great Western empires had entered into terminal decline, accelerated by godless communist revolutions and by anti-colonial uprisings.
Anti-colonial uprisings. He makes it sound as though that land was theirs. The land they went to belonged to the indigenous people. And they came and they attacked. And that's what I'm saying. As Christians and as Muslims on the African continent, you need to understand that what they've done was to brainwash you, was to colonize you, was to enslave you. That's why I personally cannot support neither Christianity or Islam, because they have been there to, the object of those religions has been to subjugate Africans on African land. That's the reality. That's the reality of it. But let's carry on.
That would transform the world and drape the red hammer and sickle across vast swaths of the map in the years to come. Against that backdrop, then as now, many came to believe that the West's age of dominance had come to an end.
Listen.
And that our future was destined to be a faint and feeble echo of our past. But together, our predecessors recognized that decline was a choice, and it was a choice they refused to make. This is what we did together once before.
You see, this is what they did together once before. What does that mean? What did they do together before? Let's break that down. I'll tell you what they did together. It is Berlin Conference. That is what he's referring to. When he said this is what they did together, he's referring to the Berlin Conference, where they carved Africa like a piece of meat on a table. Let me show you that picture. This is what, because when we're talking about this, people don't understand quite the enormity of that statement. And we need to break that down so that we are not allowing ourselves to be recolonized again. Let me get that picture up. I want to show you the Berlin Conference picture so that you understand, so that this is seared in our memory as Africans, that we're not going to allow that to happen. Because that's what they want to try and do all over again. And we cannot allow that. We must not tolerate that. It is not acceptable. So let me see. Here we go. So you can see the picture there. Yeah? Are you seeing that picture? Otto von Bismarck is the man that you see in the picture. Otto von Bismarck is there. King of Belgium, Leopold, sent his somebody. There was another man from Wales. You know, these were all. This is what they did.
I am sorry. I am sorry. I have something to do a little bit. That's why I'm not here.
That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. But if you're listening, but that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Just if you do listen, that's okay. So the reason I'm saying this is what, when he says that we did it once before, this is what he's referring to. If you look at the map behind, that is the map of Africa. They were carving up Africa. That is what he refers to when he said they did it once before. And now they want to do it again. They want to come back. So let us listen, and I'll play that back. Now you can see that picture now.
And this is what President Trump and the United States want to do again now.
You see that?
Together.
So what their ancestors did before, carving up Africa, is what they want to come and do again. Listen again. I want you to listen. And please share this message. So I'm going to play that bit, and I'll...
That would transform the world.
Listen.
And drape the red hammer and sickle
Now,
across vast swaths of the map in the years to come. Against that backdrop, then, as now, many came to believe that the West's age of dominance had come to an end, and that our future was destined to be a faint and feeble echo of our past.
this is what they did before. Listen.
Yeah.
Our predecessors.
Yeah, brother, make I say something.
Yeah.
Brother, make I say something, because
And it was
you
a
see
choice they
why.
refused to
You
make.
see why this man is so arrogant?
Yes.
Because the parents, they are them throw away the Cuban, the other one, or what is his name before Cuba, before Fidel Castro took off.
Yes. I know the guy.
Then-
Yes. Yes.
Che Guevara.
Che Guevara. Yeah, Che Guevara. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, the parents throw away make a purpose
Yes.
for America.
Yes.
For that Che Guevara,
Yes.
the American then throw away the Che Guevara.
Yes. To make sure he will not
Yeah,
lead.
that's why the same blood is in arm,
Mhm.
it's in the skin. So it's
Exactly.
blood. That's why
It's-
those they are arrogant people.
Mm-hmm.
If you see them, then they talk like this.
Yeah.
And conclusion, you see, there another stupid small land and Somalia land.
Yes. I know.
Then give chance also for the Zionists, for the
Yes.
for the arrogant people
Yes. I
to
agree.
come there. I
I,
hear today news about then say the Americans, they are going to set their base there also
yes.
to the control there and to the control Red Sea there and the sea there.
Exactly. It's all
if
about.
Somalis, if they not be careful, if they give chance, this kind of happen,
Yes.
there will be like Mauritania. Mauritania
Exactly.
before it's all black.
Exactly.
Now it become
Exactly.
the racist people, the Zionists.
Exactly. This is
Yeah.
exactly
So
it.
thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you so much for raising this point. And I hope people are understanding, because this is what they do. This is what these colonials do. They come and take the land and use all manner of ways to make sure that they strip the people of their land. Look in Australia today. They say it's Australia. It's not Australia. It's Aboriginal land. And they wiped out some sections of the Aborigines till date. They wiped them out. And we have to speak this truth to power. So This guy here, this is the same agenda as his ancestors. There's no difference in the agenda that Trump is pursuing and the agenda of the Berlin Conference headed by the chancellor that I mentioned. But anyway, we'll come back.
This is what we did together once before.
Yeah.
And this is what President Trump and the United States want to do again.
Otto von Bismarck.
Together with you. And this is why we do not want our allies to be weak, because that makes us weaker. We want allies who can defend themselves so that...
So they need us. You see now as Africans, we need to understand that the colonials don't want us to be able to defend ourselves. They never want Africa or the global south to be able to defend ourselves. Because if we defend ourselves, the oppression that they put on for 500 years will stop. They don't want it to stop. We have to put a stop to it. And that is why we support Ibrahim Traore, Assimi Goïta, General Chiani. That is why on this platform, you will see every time I'm doing my broadcast, they are always behind me. There's a reason. It's a reminder to myself and to those who are watching me that these are the heroes of Africa. They are ready, they're doing the work we need to free Africa from bondage. In the newsletter that I'm going to share with you, you will see the list of achievements that they have done, that they've achieved under Alliance of Sahel States in just 4 years. The whole of African Union, ECOWAS, has not achieved not even 10% of what Alliance of Sahel States have achieved in 4 years. And the African Union has been in existence for 50 years. So African Union is not for us. African Union is there to enslave us. So we have to be very, very aware. Let's carry on.
No adversary will ever be tempted to test our collective strength. This is why we do not want our allies to be shackled by guilt and shame.
Listen.
We want allies who are proud of their culture.
So they don't want allies to be shackled by guilt and shame. There is guilt and shame because your popes, they wrote a letter telling your fellow colonials that they have the right to enslave indigenous people. And they used that to steal the land, to take their resources and enslave the people. Again, I say it, if you say you are a Christian or a Muslim on the African continent, you are simply saying that you accept that you are a slave. Because the first thing is, they took your land, they enslaved you. When they enslaved you, they now trained you to be a slave under Christianity. So even though you think you're a Christian, you're not, you're a slave. They don't see you. Europeans do not see you as a Christian as you see yourself. They see you as a slave. That's a fact. That is the mindset that's been imprinted in their minds. And people may not accept this, but that's the cold hard fact. They see us, the colonial leaders, particularly the leaders of the West. Anybody that say you are a Christian, if you say you're African Christian or American Christian, it's like you're saying a sign that, yes, we've conquered these ones. It's like, it's a sign above your head saying, these are conquered people that we can control as we please. We need to go back to our ancestral ways, our spiritual ways. That is true freedom. And that is why I support what they're doing in Burkina Faso. They promote people being able to speak, to wear their clothes, eat their food, talk their language. They promote everything about Africa, not colonial ways. There's nothing wrong in Europeans doing colonial ways in Europe, but there's everything wrong with Africans following European ways on the African continent, because we've been brainwashed to hate who we are, and we need to break free from that. Let's carry on anyway.
And of their heritage, who understand that we are heirs to the same great and noble civilization, and who together with us are willing and able to defend it.
See
and
that?
This is why we do not want allies to rationalize the broken status quo, rather than reckon with what is necessary to fix it. For we in America have no interest in being polite and orderly caretakers of the West's managed decline. We do not seek to separate, but to revitalize an old friendship and renew the greatest civilization in human history.
What greatest civilization is he talking about? I'd like to know. Well, is it the one where you've destroyed people, you've destroyed the development of the people that you met on their land, and you've not apologized. So exactly what is great about that? Exactly what is great about refusing to acknowledge your wrongdoings? And instead, you've blamed the very people that you enslaved for what you have done and refuse to apologize or make any compensation. Not that we want your compensation, your papers are worthless anyway. Newsflash. But anyway, look, the point I'm making here is that we have to understand that these, the colonials, as Africans, we need to wake up. We need to support Alliance of Sahel States with everything we've got. And we need to be going. The plan is, we're planning to go there. In the newsletter, I'll give you more details about our plans of going down to, planning to go down to Burkina Faso and to have an audience with Ibrahim Traore. And we're looking for about 20 people or 30 people. You can join us. We're a big team of us. We, book the hotel and get the place. It's going to be in Ouagadougou, and we'll have a great time and meet the great leader himself, as a group. We'll be in audience with him. And we've got contacts that's organizing that for us as we speak, and I'll give you more details around that. If you do want to get more information about this, you would need to join the CitizenAY newsletter sign up. You sign up for my newsletter and you will get a lot more information that way. We want to be sharing this kind of information in-house among people who are keen to see Africa progress. So we need your support in that way. Do join us in this journey, and we will give you more updates as we get it.
What we want is a reinvigorated alliance that recognizes that what has ailed our societies is not just a set of bad policies, but a malaise of hopelessness and complacency. An alliance is the alliance that we want is one that is not paralyzed into inaction by fear. Fear of climate change, fear of war, fear of technology. Instead, we want an alliance that boldly races into the future. And the only fear we have is the fear of the shame of not leaving our nations prouder, stronger, and wealthier for our children. An alliance.
So, they want to leave their nations prouder, stronger, and wealthier for their children. But it's on the backs of the wealth they stole. The wealth they stole from indigenous people. I want to tell you something today about the business world. What they call business, when they say they are multi-billionaires and everything else, they are paper billionaires. Because what they really are after is our resources. That paper is a trick that they've used to try to take our resources. The biggest, look, let me show you something today. I want to show you something. The price of gold right now. Okay, let me show you the price of gold. Let me go into it. 1 second. I want to show you the price of gold right now. So their paper is worth nothing. It has no value. But they associate their paper to gold, which they don't have in their land. So let me show you what I mean. Price of gold per kilo right now. Yeah. Let's go and look at that. That's why they're causing wars on our continent, to get as much of the gold as possible. Per kilo. Okay. Per bar, let me see, 120. You saw that video, it's the amount there. So per gram, let's have a look at per gram. So you get a better access. 124. So 124 per gram, carat gold. You see that? So, and you've seen, let me just see, is it per bar? I think it's 5,000 per bar of gold. Let me see if it's, yeah, you see that? So the bar of gold, 12,800 to 13,000, fluctuating on the open live market. Can you see that? I hope you can see that figure there. I hope you can see this figure. I'll highlight it. And the dollar has fallen in value. The dollar is nothing anywhere near The dollar is nothing anywhere near this. And dollar is only paper. We have the gold. All of this paper, all of this so-called billionaires, they are storing the value of gold. They tie the wealth to the gold, the amount of gold they can keep. And they come and take the gold from you and I. They come and take the gold from our nations. And in Africa, we have so much gold, and they don't want us to know. So the currency is a distraction. We need to focus on the resources and keep control of our resources and decide what we do with those resources ourselves. It is not, we're tired of people telling us how to use our resources. We're tired of people controlling and telling us lies and coming for our resources. And we need to take control. Everything they're doing now is to try and come back and do what their ancestors did. This is what their ancestors did to us. They carved up Africa. Now they want to, under Trump, come back and do the same thing again. And we mustn't allow it. And that's why we need to support Alliance of Sahel States. That you see behind me is Burkina Faso's Captain Ibrahim Traore, General Chiani of Niger, and of course General Assimi Goïta of Mali. And these are, and we need to expand the AES across Africa, because Africa is for Africans, and it is time that Africans benefit from our resources. We must benefit from our resources first and foremost. The age of oppression is over. We mustn't we mustn't allow Africa to be re-enslaved again. I hope this message cuts through to you. I hope it makes a lot of sense to you. Please do share. We encourage you, please do gift the platform. We do a lot of research. I'll come back, and please don't forget, go and sign up. I'm going to put this up. Sign up to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We really appreciate you. We need your support. Let me just get the light off. 1 second, please. 1 sec. So, so please, we need you to please go ahead and sign up to CitizenAY newsletter, and there we will be giving you more information. As you can see now on TikTok, there is a lot of restriction on our broadcast. They try and prevent the broadcast to reach as many people as possible. That's fine. We're not going to, we're not going to be distracted by whatever they do. We know what we're trying to achieve. We know our goal is to empower people. So whatever they do to try and stop us, that's up to them. We're not going to be deterred by this. We will continue to bring information and raise awareness in our community. And like I said, sometime this year, we're going to be giving you updates. Thank you very much, those of you who have been following, and thank you for the gifts. And please continue to tap and share and reach more people. We really do need your support. It is of immense importance that you share our broadcast and you join us. If you can subscribe to us on TikTok, be great. Help us by doing so. Reach more people. But let me play to you, like I said, take a screenshot of this here. Let me see if I can. Sorry, not there. Okay. Where is it? I was going to show you where is it? See more. Okay, so here you go. So take a screenshot of that, or just go to my Facebook page. If you click on that, and it will come up, and you will see. Let me show you what it will look like. You go there, you click on this, and you will see something like this. You see, and you put your information up there, and try and get as much information onto there, and help us, reach more people. It's very, very important. We will do that because we need to be signing up and getting as many people as possible to join the newsletter. It's ready, and it's ready. It's going. In fact, it will be going out in the next few days. And as you're joining, the first month is free. The first month of this newsletter is free, and then the subsequent months you'll be paying a subscription, because we'll be doing a lot of research and bringing you information as we get it. And it's about enlightening us. And we're here to make sure that we give ourselves transparent information as Africans about who we truly are, rather than believing the lies we've been told about who we are as a people, as individually and collectively. The religions of Islam and Christianity has brainwashed us to actually hate ourselves and our community, and it's time we really begin to break those barriers down and rebuild ourselves. We have to rebuild our communities. We are people that when we do things collectively together, there is nothing that we can't achieve. We are unstoppable, and that is why they're intent on keeping these religions in our communities, to keep us divided, to keep us from seeing eye to eye, so that they can continue to loot our resources. Let me play to you one more thing again that is very important to understand about why we need to continue.
By
So
Iranian-backed
listen
roadside
to
bombs
this.
and well-armed militias.
Listen.
Thousands of our own. We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it. Their war on Americans has become our retribution against their Ayatollah.
You
and
see,
his death cult. It took
you see that? So what I am saying in all of this. Hang on. What is this? What's going on? Sorry. Give me a minute, please. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, I'm gonna mute you for a second. I'm gonna accept this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Let me just African lady. Yes. Okay. Greetings and welcome, African lady. How are you doing? Hi there.
Good, Uncle. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Good. It's a pleasure to have you join us again. Thank you. It's been a minute. I've been away and doing one or two things, but yeah. How are you doing? How's things?
I'm doing very well. I'm not on that side. I'm here in the continent.
Okay. Yes. I was on the continent a month ago. I was there for about a month, but on the West Africa. So it was lovely. The weather, the food, everything, and people. Oh, yeah. So I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss it. But go ahead.
Oh, you are missing something big.
Yes. I am. So which part of Africa are you from again?
Kenya.
Oh, well, lovely Kenya. Lovely Kenya. I love that. I love that part of Africa, East Africa. Yeah, lovely. I just wish your president will wake up, though.
Oh, I wish too.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead. What would you like to say? Thank you and welcome.
Uncle, there are quite a number of things that have been happening in my presence.
Yeah.
And this issue has been going on, I think, quite a long.
Mm-hmm.
And my observation, one time there was, I think it was 2018, 2019, there was something to do with Kim Jong-un and another country.
Mm-hmm.
And the United Nations, the UN, the Secretary General have spoken so quick. And things went to cool down immediate.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a Rohingya things go on. And he was so quiet and he has never talked about it. And then we stayed. Then our African issue was going on and they were there so quick. And then there is, what do I call, here again for the Middle East, that things have happened.
Exactly.
For our colleagues in Gaza and so on, and he has never talked that much.
No way.
Biden's time and even now. So during the what do I call Jin Kong-un, when there was some difficulty went between him and I think it was the state, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Then I said, look, what makes all the time the state to be what do I call, to be a dictator? And for example, for Jin Kong-un, they don't share language, religion, what do I call, neighbor, trade, business, and so on. So what makes to go all the way there? And same as that, when they tell you like it's Iran and what do I call, and Israel. No, there's nothing called Israel. It's the group of giant, which is the US and the British and the French and anyone else that is fighting. They are the one who's fighting with them. Yeah, Israel is just a name that they're using it. It's just a name that they're using it. And then right now, things that is happening right now, there are quite a number of different things that they are trying to manipulate. One is this absence file, which they
Yes.
don't want, which they want maybe some of the information to remove. Well, we are busy observing there,
Yeah.
or forget about this story and
Yes.
focus on there. That's number one. And number two, the economic that have went lately to the Middle East, like Dubai, to be the world market,
Yes.
to be taken into the European.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second economic thing, economic issues. That's the number two. The number three that is taking place, the those three countries that I have mentioned, their currency have went down, the economy have went down.
Correct.
They have been investing a lot of wars, and now they want to get back their power. That's the third thing. And fourth, quite number of things that indoctrination through by air and the other things to come back and reduce the population in a many different ways. Remember the way the what do I call the economic scholar? What was his name was what do I call Robert Malthus.
Okay.
What
Yes.
did he say?
Robert Waters. Yeah.
The positive check and preventive check. If you Google the positive check and preventive check of economy, you will definitely see
Okay.
how always when the population grows,
Yeah.
how to be reduced through by war, through by family planning,
Yeah.
through by disease and so on. So then those two checks, you will see there is a positive check and preventive check. Then that is the time that you will understand always how things takes place. They have been telling us about environmental. Now they want us to believe the environmental things for indoctrinating through by the air. And lastly, which is the last things, is more about the technology. The technology and everything that have taken place in order for us to believe there is a special, what do they call these things that comes these days, and they say is different kind of species that are in this world, which they make from the lab and so on, for us to believe it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there is
true.
that delusion that is going to come, and we are going to normalize by
Right.
Okay?
You're right. Yes, exactly.
So those are the five things that on my observation that they are pushing to the society to take it easier and clear and cope up with without without surprise or without fight with it.
Yeah, they're psychologically trying to prepare us for it.
Well, I have been questioning, like, if there is if there is a special species,
Yeah.
the alien, why we don't see them around? Why only that side is where they see? Middle East never sees, Africa never sees. Why only there?
Good question.
How much do you have? How enjoy are you to get everything by yourself before even the rest of the world to see? So there are those things that is what they are putting in and manipulating everything together.
Exactly.
And also economic. There is lately it came economic equality, and that equality they have to create what's called inequality. In order to create the inequality of economic side, they have to manipulate either the currency, they have to manipulate either other things, or they have to manipulate of our knowledge. Like lately, when we study, we cannot even make like from high school to university, no one can make a soap to take shower lately. From high school to from elementary to post secondary, which is university level, no one can collect metal from the sun and make it and boil it and make the metal like the gold bar and so on. There are quite a number of skills that it has been brainwashed, it has gone, and we don't know how to take it back. And those things will go for good, and everything will be taken. So that's my observation.
Wow. Okay. No. Thank you very much. Thank you for your comments, and I really appreciate you sharing very deep concerns. These are deep concerns that many of us face. I've often thought about, and it's for, and it's well stated, because this is for the coming generation. When you have a generation that don't know how to melt their own gold, they've forgotten how to make their own soap, they've forgotten how to make their own clothes, and they've made them into to a bunch of people that are dependent on the people who have oppressed them for so long. That is a danger to our existence as a people on our own land.
Exactly.
So
I am 26 years old and I cannot make those things.
Wow.
Basic things. I cannot make a clothes. I cannot make anything.
Wow.
And how about those who are younger than me?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, this is why platforms like this is important, because we need to share this. I have a memory. When I was young, I went into a smelter's place. I worked in a smelter's yard, and I saw how they melt iron, how they melt gold in the African way. So I know it. This is not, I'm not just saying this. I've walked in there. So I know what they use. They use this blower thing that they use, and the big blowers, and you're pressing it and it's moving and it gets very strong heat and it melts anything you want to melt down, and you make it into any shape you want. That is the technology that we have on the African continent. But because of how they've got us all to forget those things, my generation has not passed it down to you, because they've made us feel, oh, it's no point. They do a better job of it. No, we need to share this information with the coming generation, with your generation. And we need our government to invest in building factories that would actually be melting our gold. Instead of getting our gold and our resources being finished, taken away, they finish the product and bring it to us, and we don't know how to make soap. I mean, I learned that in school. I learned how to make soap when I was in school in Nigeria. I actually learned that. And, there's something that we call oshedudu. We were taught exactly how you can do it. The kind of ingredients that you make, how you put it together, how you then, you keep it, and then it becomes the soap that you use, Even how to, we have there's a natural thing there's a natural plant that we have. We call it concon, to scrub your body, and they tell you how to you harvest it, you dry it, and then you shape it into a sponge, like a scrubber, body scrubber that you use with that soap. These are ancient things, the things that we were taught, and I remember all of this. But unfortunately, in our schools now, they don't allow that to happen. So we need this kind of knowledge. I'm going to try and see if I can get some people to actually do programs where we can talk about this, maybe even have a video of it, because we need to remind ourselves of those things. And it is so important for someone 26-year-old, for you to state this. I am really glad that you've actually stated it, because it actually shows us exactly what we need to solve. It shows us the exact problem that we have, and the fact that I'm so grateful that you spoke well for your generation to actually say, look, this is what we need. We are not able to do this because we've been prevented from acquiring that knowledge. So we need you guys who are in the leadership, who are able to influence those leaders, to speak up about that, so that the coming generation, they will learn what we didn't learn, and we can even learn it, because we are never too old to learn. So I'm going to try and I'll make a note of this, and I'm going to try and see if I can get one or two people to actually talk about this, how to make soap and all that. Or I even share programs. I know there are people who can make this stuff even now, and I wonder if I can get them to come and share that on a broadcast with us. So I'll write it down somewhere. I've got this. I'll write it down somewhere else. Oh, here we are. Okay, I've got a paper here. So, how to make
some of the things to bring back.
Yeah. Natural soap. Not to make it natural. So
And maybe also we will talk behind the scenes.
yes,
Uncle.
yes, please, we will do. Thank you so much. And just
Yeah.
text me. I'm really glad that you raised this point, and I hope many
You have
people are
my
learning.
number, Uncle.
Yes. I will check on the. You know what? Just remind me. Send me a text. Send me a text.
Okay.
So then I'll know, because I do. You send me a text and I will get in touch with you directly. Okay. So
Okay. I
thank
will
you.
say hi, Uncle.
Yes.
Right now,
Good.
when
Good.
I drop.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comments, and I will take that on board. And these are the kind of things we need to do. Yeah. Thank you.
Mr. Citizen.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Go ahead.
I want to say final message. I want to
Yes.
send final message before I will go out.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
I want to go out now.
Yes, please. That's fine. That's
So,
okay.
You see, the Westerner, if you are puppet for them,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you are doing, then close their eye like they're not the see.
Mm-hmm.
You see the Paul Biya and Museveni, how they are suppressing their people.
Mm-hmm.
No freedom, no free press,
Mm-hmm.
no free election,
Yeah.
and they're not see that.
They don't.
They give them chance to explore their resources.
You're so right. You're so
But
right. You're so
when
right for that.
a real person care about him people, when he do some good thing, even small mistake, you hear news everywhere.
Yes.
This person is suppressing the people,
Mhm.
is a dictator, is
Yeah.
this and that,
Mhm.
and it's like that is their character.
It
And
is.
they don't know that
Mm.
what they are doing, the people are looking.
Yes.
The people are not stupid.
Exactly.
They are learning.
Exactly.
They know what they are doing.
They-
And the young generation, thank God, they are understanding now their
Indeed.
policies.
Indeed.
Now we are standing with them. We are standing for them. They will never get chance again.
Exactly.
Unless, even if they want, make them come. Then can analyze all we all. Even if one African person arrest, it will stand for a right.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
once,
Fantastic.
also, you know why when them go make a meeting in the mountain,
Mhm.
it's the same one that make it 80-something years ago. Then
Exactly.
they Africa
Exactly.
like
This
a cake.
exactly
Then
in
everybody
125 years ago.
And most worst commit crime and human race,
Mhm.
and the crime is more than everything.
Exactly.
It's a Belgian king the Leopold.
Leopold,
How
yes.
many million Congolese he chop in hand, he kill, he unalive them?
About 20 million.
And then nobody they talk about that.
About
That
about
genocide.
20 million. About 20 million.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody they talk about that.
Yeah.
And you know why when they go meet in the Munchen, if you know the Munchen history, is that there is the most racist people in Germany, they are living.
They live in there.
Munchen Bayern.
Mm.
Munchen Bayern and the eastern side, they are very most racist people in the world.
Yeah.
They are living. That's why they go make that meeting in there.
Yeah.
He can speak anything there. Everybody applause. Everybody
Yes.
like. But if them hold the meeting in Berlin or Frankfurt, you will see some people they will standing for this guy. They cannot talk this kind of rubbish there. So the African leaders
So
at the core all the youth of Africa.
Mhm.
If they not stand now, it will be late for them.
Exactly.
If they not stand now for their purpose,
Yeah.
it will be late for them.
Exactly.
I call Ivory Coast young people. I call Cameroonian young people.
Mhm.
I call Beninois young people. I call Uganda. I call Nigeria. I
Mhm.
call Kenya. I call all the puppies place. I call Rwanda.
Mhm.
I call Congo. That man when he make in chick like wild pig.
Yeah.
The Philips.
Mhm.
The Philips in the Congo.
Yeah.
He say he's coming to save Congo people. Now he's the most populous person and ever
Exactly.
for the
Exactly.
world.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he got the small dollar in pocket,
Exactly.
he not think about the Congolese people now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So the young people for there, they have to stand there right now Otherwise, it will be late for them. Thank you very much. That is my last word.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything you said now, and I hope many people really keen to the message. We need to begin to challenge these people. We have to encourage our people to speak up for their rights, and that is what this platform is for. It's encouraging us, particularly in our local languages. We need our people to be able to stand up for our rights in our local language, ensure that we demand those rights, and we do not accept any injustice. The oppression by these colonials has gone on long enough. This time, we have to break free from the bondage that we placed us in. We are not going to be colonized. We're not going to let what you're seeing on the screen happen again. That happened then. Now, this generation, no, we are not our ancestors. And this time, we are not going to accept this nonsense. You are not going to impose injustice on us. You don't have the right to take the land that doesn't belong to you. The African land belongs to Africans, and we need to make sure we benefit from our resources before anybody else, and we make no apologies for that. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for joining me. I hope you find this beneficial. I'll be taking a break now. I'll come back later on. Please do share this podcast, and thank you for the gift. Those of you who are on YouTube, thank you so very much for joining. Please subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. I intend to be doing my broadcast as often as I can, maybe daily, and to be able to reach as many people as possible. And please do share. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. I'm putting that up here again, just so that you can get that information. That's the newsletter here. Take a screenshot. You can go to my CitizenAY page. CitizenAY newsletter sign up is on Facebook right now. It's pinned there. Click on that. Leave the message. Like I said, you can click on the blue button. You will see the screen. Once you see the screen, you can now put the information up there, and I will, your links and everything else, and I will be able to get in touch with you, and then you can share. I will get you the newsletter. There's a newsletter that's ready to go, and I will be sharing that among ourselves. And look out for the write-up about the trip to Burkina Faso. We're looking for about between 30 and 30 people, 20 and 30 people to go on that trip sometime in the summer months to Burkina Faso to actually have an audience with Ibrahim Traore, and there are people we've got contacts who can help us make sure that we get the audience collectively as a group, and that will be a wonderful thing. So do get in touch, and we'll give you details of how that the trip. It'd be good to go with a group of people who are supporters of this platform, and they, from what we've heard, following what we're doing on this platform, and they see that we do a lot of work promoting Burkina Faso. So we're really grateful for that. What is left for me to say now is to say thank you very much to you all. Thank you for listening. Please do share. Don't forget to sign up to the newsletter again that I'm putting up on here. That newsletter is very important. As you see, Facebook, TikTok limit the views that we get, and they make it difficult. But we're not going to be deterred. We will continue. Sign up for the newsletter, and the first month is free, and thereafter it'll be subscription based. Please help us with more people. You are, of course, listening to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you, and bye for now. I'll have a break. I'll be back later on. I'll be on the sister station, Oduduwa TV Radio, and doing the same thing again, but in Yoruba language, because I encourage us. We need, as Africans, every African, it is our duty to make sure that we bring forward our language in our community. That is how we are going to keep control of our land. When you speak your language on your land, they can't take your land from you. They can't take your land from you. Your language is the most important document, piece of tool that we have to make sure that those who are coming to our land will speak only our language. You do not hear the English speaking a foreign language in England. They speak English in our land. However, that community, whatever the size of the community, we must encourage each other to speak our local language. Me, I am a Yoruba man. Mo fẹ́ràn láti máa sọ èdè Yorùbá. Ó máa ń dùn mọ́ mi kí n sọ èdè Yorùbá. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí n máa ṣàlàyé fún àwọn èèyàn wa lédè wa ká lè mọ ẹ̀tọ́ wa. See, I'm speaking to you in my language because this is in me. My grandma, may our ancestors continue to welcome her, embrace her, and I'm so grateful. That language is the Yoruba language. It is not. It's worth more to me than any billion you can give me. Paper billions you can give me is worth more to me than billions, because it is my identity. That identity can never be taken away from me. That's why I'm sure of what I'm saying. Please let us teach our people to know our local languages. CitizenAY here. Thank you very much. Please don't forget, sign up for the newsletter. CitizenAY here, the platform where we speak truth about later on. Thank you, and bye for now. Thank you. Those of you who gave us gifts, we welcome your gift. Please consider subscribing to us, even though we have restrictions on Facebook and on TikTok. And subscribe also to us also on YouTube. And thank you for those of you who are giving us thumbs up. Don't forget, those of you on YouTube, give us thumbs up as you're watching. Help us with more people. And we welcome super chats as well. Thank you so much. I'll back later on. Thank you, and bye for now. CitizenAY here. Bye for now. Bye all. Bye. Okay, no time to. Okay, so thank you so much for the thumbs up. Continue to give us thumbs up, everybody watching. The more you give us a thumbs up, the more we reach more people, and it helps us grow the platform. I'm really grateful for your support. You are, of course, listening to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be having a little bit of a break now. We'll come back later on. I'm going to be on the sister platform of the Dua TV radio in Yoruba language to speak about these same issues in our local languages. It's very important we continue with our language. Continue to share the broadcast. Please help us grow the platform. You are, of course, listening to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you, and bye for now. Bye for now.